Daniel Ricciardo, the one and only Australian driver on the grid at the moment, has been creating waves in the Formula 1 world since his debut in 2011. Ricciardo has won 8 Grand Prix for teams including HRT, Toro Rosso, Red Bull, Renault and McLaren. His best results came while he was driving at Red Bull, which made his transfer to Renault all the more startling. He hasn't been able to duplicate the same level of success. Ricciardo has gradually regained his form, winning his first race after a 3-year hiatus in 2021. Hello racing nerds, welcome back to another interesting and sensitive episode. Today we'll take a look at why Daniel Ricciardo left Red Bull and what kind of relationship he has with Max Verstappen in today's video. So without further ado, let's dive right in. The Italian-Australian driver began his career racing in the Formula Ford, Formula BMW and Formula Renault 2.0 series, winning the latter in 2008. He then moved on to Carlin Motorsport to compete in the British Formula 3 Championship, which he won in the first year. From there, he competed in the Formula Renault 3.5 series and had his first opportunity to test a Red Bull F1 car the following year. Ricciardo finished second in the Renault 3.5 series the following year and was assigned as a test plus reserve driver for Red Bull's sister team, Toro Rosso. After HRT driver Narayan Karthikeyan was demoted, the Honey Badger earned his big shot racing in Formula 1. Ricciardo will continue with HRT for the rest of the season after making his debut at Silverstone. Despite his lackluster performance in a mostly uninspiring car, Renault spotted Ricciardo's promise and gave him an opportunity as a full-time driver with Toro Rosso, alongside Frenchman Jean-Éric Vergne, even though he struggled in his first season with the team. As a result, the Australian driver improved dramatically in the next season, out-qualifying his colleague multiple times. Following the retirement of fellow Australian Mark Webber from Formula 1, Ricciardo would join Red Bull to partner with reigning world champion Sebastian Vettel. Daniel Ricciardo has again demonstrated his superior driving abilities by defeating his very successful teammate on many occasions, and even winning his first Formula 1 race at the 2014 Canadian Grand Prix. Former champions, including Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton, praised him after he finished third in the championship that year. He was dubbed one of the best drivers on the circuit, as well as the nicest people. Ricciardo will be teamed up with Daniel Kvyat in the paddock for the 2015 season, and he will finish in 8th place on the leaderboard. In 2016, Kvyat would be replaced by a young and promising Max Verstappen, who had already established a solid reputation before joining Red Bull. Over time, Ricciardo has commented regarding his new colleague that he knew how excited Max was, but he had never seen his data and didn't know what he brought on the table. Ricciardo thought he'd reached his limits, but there was something more, and he felt they'd both given to each other. Max was able to see from the first practice in Barcelona. According to Ricciardo, he was on the edge of a car's capability. Max has improved his game much further, as has Ricciardo. It's nice to know that both of them have a little more in the tank. Christine Horner, the team's manager, also discussed the dynamic between the two Red Bull drivers, admitting that they don't invite their drivers out to dinner, but that they respect each other and the team. This is exactly what the two have done, and there's the fact that the relationship is more than that. It's solely for the team's advantage. Max considers him to be his older brother. Their response used to be remarkably similar, as are their demands on the vehicle. Having two drivers chasing the same target is a fantastic scenario. While the largest team rivalry that season was between Lewis Hamilton and eventual champion Nico Rosberg, Ricciardo and Verstappen's simmering feud became clear. Ricciardo quickly debunked any such rumors, claiming that it was difficult to anticipate what would happen in the long run. For the first few races, he consented to speak. Their relationship has been good during that time. They've thrived as a result of the new task, as well as the new rivalry. So ideally, they'll be able to continue to steer the club on the correct path. Hopefully, as a result of their rivalry, they will be fighting for victories more frequently. They can, without a doubt, have a healthy rivalry based on mutual respect. Although Red Bull had a quiet year in 2017, with Ricciardo Verstappen finishing 5th and 6th in the Drivers' Championship, the fissures in their relationship grew even wider, especially when both began to feel pressured to bring in as many victories as possible. However, at the 2018 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, things appeared to be getting worse for the two drivers and the Red Bull team. Verstappen, who was fighting for 4th place in Baku, was ahead of his teammates going into lap 40 as a result of an overcut strategy. Ricciardo, on the other hand, was quickly catching up to Max and making a move on the Dutch driver. As a result of Verstappen's late defense, Ricciardo was forced to engage the brakes and collide with his teammate, putting both cars out of action for the remainder of the race. The Red Bull crew was dissatisfied with the outcome, with the team head Christian Horner repeatedly telling both drivers to apologize to the entire squad for the incident. The incident in Baku stained the relationship between the two drivers even more, and rumors of one or both of them leaving the squad began to circulate. Because Verstappen is the younger of the two and has already established himself as a championship contender, he enjoys far more encouragement and support from his Red Bull teammates. Meanwhile, Ricciardo began looking for a new team, finally deciding to join engine maker Renault for the 2019 season. With his new team, Renault, Daniel Riccirdo appears to be on the verge of cementing his legacy as a world champion. Ricciardo stated emphatically that what he did felt right. It was difficult to make a decision, but once he took the difficult decision, he felt instantaneously relieved. The dream was to bring this team back on the winning track. Max too commented to his ex-action, a teammate noting that everyone has moments in their careers where they're upset with the current circumstances. Everyone in the room wants to win races or championships. However, this is not always the case, and you must be patient and work hard to achieve your goals. Despite his best efforts, Ricciardo suffered in the Renault car, which failed to offer any meaningful speed as compared to the Ferraris and Mercedes used by the Australian racer. However, he did not regret his decision to transfer teams, knowing that this aspect of Red Bull will not last long, as it has with many other race drivers for the team. After 2 trying years at Renault, Ricciardo decided to try his luck somewhere else, this time with McLaren. The Red Bull prodigy struggled with the British team but eventually learned how to drive the car. At Monza, he would finally earn his atonement by winning the 2021 Italian Grand Prix. Meanwhile, Max has made significant progress in his Formula 1 career, where he is battling against Hamilton for the 2021 championship. When asked about Verstappen's development and their current relationship, Ricciardo said that while he may not be the most personable or funny person, he is none other than Max Verstappen. Ricciardo has also known him for quite some time. He's also been observed by Max. They had mutual respect, but they get along better now than they did back then. Max compared his development to Daniel's, saying that he believed he had improved over time because he had gained more experience at the time. Although Daniel was older and more experienced, Max believed he had gained a lot of experience in the last several years. Max was, of course, a freshman when he first started. He didn't have much expertise with automobile racing. Ricciardo, on the other hand, hasn't been near Max this season. The recent increase in his home value is a good indication of how well the McLaren driver has adjusted to his new vehicle. While both drivers have had dramatically different career paths, the new regulations, which are due to take effect in 2022, may just put all drivers on an equal footing. Furthermore, both Verstappen and Ricciardo's ardent fans would love to see them battle against one another once more. Having said that, that concludes today's episode. So what are your thoughts on Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen's relationship? So far, he has been one of Max's best teammates. Comment below with your ideas. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more, and this process works better if you press the notification bell along with it too. Thank you for watching, we'll see you in the next one. Peace!